Okay, let's start with since you guys suggested it, let's start with the I turned Backrooms in the video game in 1 week. Honestly, might as well. Then I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna watch I'm gonna watch a funny video from. Yeah, I was about to
Start
say.
with the Backrooms one.
Yep. I mean, since you guys suggested it, I might as well. So the first video we're gonna be reacting to is called "I Turned the Backrooms into a Game in 1 week" by a lad named Fancy. This is the first video I'm going to be interacting with. This is recommended by a viewer. This is recommended by a viewer, so I'm going to be watching this first. This is our first dive into the reactions of the day. So let's go. Fucking hell. Why is it going here? Not like, okay, it paused my preview on the stream. Thank you.
He made multiple devlogs on his game.
Welcome to the Backrooms. 600 million square miles of nothing but the stink of old moist carpet, the madness of mono yellow, and the endless background noise of fluorescent lights. Not
Made multiple devlogs on this game. Oh, okay, interesting.
to mention all the entities ready to slap your ass back to level 0. Now the way you end up in the Backrooms is by no clipping out of reality.
No clipping out of
Trip
reality.
over your shoelace and fall through the floor.
That's I actually didn't know. I actually don't really know much about the Backrooms as like a concept. I know it's like a creepypasta thing, but I don't really know anything about like the Backrooms, the specific of the Backrooms. Where did they even come from? What's their point? What like why Backrooms? What's the thing that was there? Is it like the Infinite IKEA from? Is it like inspired by Infinite IKEA from CSP universe? Because it seems to me inspired by Infinite IKEA. It's kind of like an endless space of just monotone, one-tone things that is filled with dangerous monsters, and you can't escape it. It's just like it's kind of like this. It's definitely with.
Bro miss so much the backroom lore.
Is it like so? So I am sort of getting it right. It was inspired by the Infinite IKEA and a lot of other looped up universes on each other, like additional universes from which you can from whence thou can't escape.
Welcome to the Backroom.
At least it seems to me like that.
Accidentally hit the B button in an elevator? Welcome to the Backrooms.
Yeah.
Make the mistake of playing one of my shitty games? That's right, welcome to the Backrooms. So after nearly shitting my pants watching a video made by a 16-year-old in Blender after school, I decided, hey,
A
why don't I turn this
17-year-old made Backrooms found footage videos.
A 17-year-old made a backroom with found footage videos. Oh, okay. So it's found footage videos that actually turned into a phenomenon. Yeah, cool. I can imagine the whoever made the Backrooms actually were inspired by a lot of CSP lore. And other creepypasta bullshit, depending on what exactly is found in there. We might watch the Backrooms video at some point, because I never watched them. I just never watched them before.
into a game so I can scare the crap out of my friends.
No.
So let's start off by making the first Backrooms level, named Level 0 by the Backrooms community. Now the good thing about Backrooms is that the levels are incredibly
I
simple
would
to make.
recommend the game theory to get more the lore from it.
Okay. Game theory. Okay, cool. We will check it out later somehow. I will go through a few of my videos maybe, and then I will accept another recommendation. Also, the moment we run out of videos that I have, I'm gonna be purely reacting to the recommendations. By the way, so just like, and considering the fact that we're gonna have a reaction stream every week, prepare thyself. Prepare thyself. Probably not Tuesday though. Probably not Tuesday. Next one could probably not Tuesday, because the next Tuesday is gonna be Counterside. Next Tuesday is gonna be Counterside, and then so I'm gonna be placing the reaction stream on somewhere else. Maybe Friday, maybe somewhere else. We'll see. I'll announce it the week before. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot of reaction streams. At least not a lot of, but like every week.
Making environments? Terrible. Modeling characters, terrible. Modeling props, atrocious.
Atrocious.
But making backrooms? Call me Michelangelo because I'm copying and pasting these cubes around like a true artist. So after setting up the room, I just added some textures and slapped on a post-processing material to look like it was filmed in the 90s with a handheld camcorder someone got for Christmas. Now the issue is that this is a tiny pre-built level, and considering the backrooms are 600 million square miles, which is 10 times the size of every single continent combined, we're gonna need to figure out something else aside from copying and pasting this level for a couple thousand hours.
Yeah, I would imagine that would take a while. That would take a while to do. That would take a while to do.
So we're gonna use something called procedural generation to create the level, which is basically just using math to create shit. So when you used to obnoxiously ask your math teacher, are we ever going to use this in real life? Well, now is that time.
Now's the time. Use the math. The math.
All those hours you wasted bored
Almost said the math. Sorry, YouTube.
out of your mind learning geometry and trigonometry and sine or sin curves or whatever they're called. All I know is that the blueprint I used to make this is a sin against the Unreal Engine blueprint
Oh my god, yeah, I can tell. A friend of mine who is a developer who has worked with, if they saw this code, they would proceed to do that gif when a dude just kind of like washes his hands, like just wipes them out, and then walks out the window. That's what happened. That's what would happen. Honestly, that. Looking at this, even I am becoming nauseous. What the fuck is this?
Bible.
Spaghetti code. Literal spaghetti code.
Somehow it miraculously works, and as you move through the level, more rooms spawn around you. Now you're probably wondering, how do you even get out of the backrooms? Well, you can't. According to the wiki, you can simply traverse the levels until you make it to the end. Yeah, it's actually a level called
On the topic of
end.
developer.
Talk about developer. I want to commit manslaughter against this thing. The topic of developer. Yeah, exactly. That's basically the. Also gonna dummy on me. Okay, cool.
I'd also recommend Annie.
We're gonna make it in a future video, so if you don't want to miss that, hit the subscribe button right now or you'll no clip in your sleep. Now before we start adding more features, I went through the effort of getting this game greenlit on Steam, so while you're at it, wishlist the game on Steam because it's free, so you have nothing to lose.
It's not free. It's
Now
not
walking
free.
around in endlessly generated backrooms doesn't sound like much fun.
It's another game dev.
Ah, I see. Then I bought a different Escape the Backrooms then. Well, the official one anyway. So
Infinite abstract pain. So to turn this from a walking simulator into an actually enjoyable game, we're gonna add entities from the Backrooms wiki. So level 0 has entities called howlers, which are tall, disfigured creatures with a distorted and messy appearance, who have a slight humanoid shape. Wait, is this just describing me? Now, howlers are familiar with the structure of level 0 and know where their victims are, but level 0 is considered a safe level and interactions with entities are extremely rare. Oh, hi there. Now, I don't want to spoil how every entity works until you actually play the game, but he's going to make your life very difficult. To escape the backrooms, you have to find one of these randomly generated rooms with a ladder that brings you to level 1. Level 1 is basically a creepy looking parking garage with hallways connected to it. It's also called the habitable zone. But trust me, by the time I'm done making this level, it's going to be the inhabitable zone.
Inhabitable zone. I really should try watching a few Backrooms lore videos because this looks fascinating. This is like the very oppressive air about it because it's so monotone and completely rid of like any personality whatsoever. It's definitely interesting. It's definitely interesting.
So after blocking out the level and applying textures and decals to everything, I managed to get this early prototype of the zone with some hallways leading out of it. Now, I'm not an environment artist by any stretch
I think I saw people play this before, maybe.
of the imagination. Clearly, So before the game
There's a hole in
releases,
the
I'll
wall.
probably go through everything with an actual environment artist to fix up all the rough edges. So the way you escape this level is by checking each door to find the one that brings you to the next level. Sounds simple, right? Wrong. The lights are running low on power and flicker off every now and then, and once the lights are off, you better be in one of the hallways or the entities that show up in the dark will wreck you. The entities in this level consist of skin stealers, scratchers, facelings, and hounds. Some scary shit, right? Now, I don't have time to make
That's Patrick.
all these entities in this video,
Okay.
so we'll just make the Scratcher. So Scratchers are long, slender beings that are gray in color. Although they appear slightly humanoid in form, their bodies are extremely disfigured and they have sunken white eyes.
Okay.
Wait, why is every single Backrooms entity just a description of me?
Same.
Well, this is the Scratcher here, and if you can stealthily avoid being in the parking garage when the lights go off and find the exit, you'll move on to level 2. Now this level is something directly out of your childhood nightmares. And now nightmares too. Just a dark,
Now
narrow
nightmares.
tunnel filled with pipes that seem to infinitely stretch in both directions that can provoke claustrophobia in anyone. So I tried to model the level after a reference picture and ended up with this. Which again, I'm not an environment artist, so it looks a little rough around the edges, but it'll all be fixed before release.
Yeah,
to make
definitely.
it infinite, I used procedural generation yet again to generate new
At least this one is like not as spaghetti-o. Spaghetti-o. Like this is infinitely better code, but more pleasant code to look at. This is infinitely more pleasant to look
chunks
at.
of the tunnel as you walk around. Now walking through this doesn't really put any pressure on you. You can just relax, sit back, and hold W while enjoying a cup of coffee.
Really? No.
Well, I don't like that. So I threw in a lighthead entity who follows you around so you have to keep on running for dear life. If you manage to find an exit in the window of time before he reaches you, then congratulations because you just moved on to the next level. Now making the Backrooms levels in order would get kind of repetitive and a lot of the levels are pretty boring. Like level 6, which is just a room with the lights turned off. Level 7, which is just an endless ocean. And level 10, which is literally just a field of wheat. So we're gonna add a level that gave me some weirdly scary nostalgia called Level Fun. Now it reminds us all of those parties we would go to as kids, so I modeled it after a place I used to go to. Not that I've been there anytime recently or anything.
Honestly though, the sad part is, let me get existential real quickly. The sad part is, it's really interesting how only really kids have birthday parties. Like the thing with the cake and the clowns and everything. It's like when you become an adult, it's suddenly prohibited to have fun time. Suddenly prohibited to go to like a restaurant and get cake and get funky things and like balloons. For some reason, for some reason, having fun is considered the kid thing. At least mostly, it's like there's definitely exceptions in that rule, right? But it's just like, oh, okay, you now have a beard and you are twice the size you were before. What exactly stops you from having cake in the restaurant? And, you know, it's just like, I suppose it's also we should also factor in the fact that that most people are so busy this time around when they're adults that it's just like very hard to get together on a day. So it's just like, oh, happy birthday. No, whatever. Like the only people I see being celebrated on their birthday is the content creators, because people remember when their birthday is. Like my birthday is going to be in how much days actually? 12 days, like a little less than 2 weeks. It's on 17th. My birthday is going to be like in little less than 2 weeks, and it's gonna be interesting. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna be doing for it, but I guess we're gonna have a party with cake, imaginary cake, because I have a cake asset for VTube Studio, so I will use it. Why the fuck not? And we'll have some, I don't know, the celebration chatting, whatever. Feel free to post any ideas for in chat, by the way. I'm actually kind of curious, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing on my birthday?
Anything. So I added the fuzzy carpets, the eerie orange painted walls, the plastic
Ah, yes, the old
tables, cups, and chairs, balloons.
balloons.
And of course, arcade machines.
Yeah, this is one of those old hangout places where people celebrated the birthday situation. I've been to one of those many times before. It's kind of nostalgic looking at the whole framework.
Now this level is made up out of hallways and smaller rooms, so generating the level fully procedurally would be pretty difficult.
Yeah.
So I broke the level up into small pieces that I can just mix and match together with attachment points that connect to the older ones. Then just use the same algorithm I used for the previous
At least your
pipeline.
birthday is not Halloween. Every time I want to have a party, everyone just say busy.
Yeah, that sounds annoying. When your birthday is on a massive holiday, people are going to be more inclined to celebrate the holiday instead of the birthday. But I do know that people don't really celebrate birthdays. I have not been celebrating my birthday last several years. Like, I think the only major time I had like a birthday thing was with the previous year, 2022. Because I already started VTubing by that point in time, and I already did like a minor celebration.
At least your birthday is not Halloween. Every time I want to have a party, everyone just say busy.
Mooney, don't repeat it twice. That's not. Why are you repeating it twice now? Sorry if that makes you disappoint. Anyhow,
and now
let's actually finish the video. But yeah, sorry for this random intermission. I just got nostalgic.
This one works too. Now it's time to ruin the party by telling you that you're not alone here. There are entities called partygoers.
Damn. I don't get invited into
They're
parties.
creatures with cartoonish faces and yellow tinted skin. So they're basically Marshmallow with jaundice holding a balloon.
No.
The best way to avoid partygoers is by not letting them see you. As soon as one of them spots you and starts playing nursery music, it's over for you, as all of them will start to track you down. At this point, the only way to avoid them is by hiding under a table. Now, to escape level fun, you need to find a room with an LED window while simultaneously avoiding partygoers, which is a lot harder than it sounds. I've been hiding under this table for 2 hours. Can one of you guys just kill me already? So those are all the levels I have time to add in this video, and I'm going to be adding a lot of other levels and entities, so if you're interested in playing the game and want to see the progress, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. One of them just might announce the release date, which is going to be pretty soon.
Honestly, that's pretty cool. Fancy. I'm going to subscribe. And hit the bell button. Thank you. That's pretty cool. Honestly, the fact that someone decided to do a series. I think that's the whole that is very similar to Choo Choo Charles situation. Choo Choo Charles was also done with by a YouTuber, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm not mistaken. Let me drop back into the playlist. Good video. Yeah. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed myself. It's not as like complete, obviously, because it's just the first video ever. But I definitely see a lot of effort that went into this. Though the video game I'm gonna be playing is not gonna be free. So next video.